Chester is over there dreaming of Charlotte North. When are you going to have Charlotte North back on the show?
Charlotte North going to be on
He's
the show?
praying to the gods.
The puppy gods.
Yeah. Can we please
get Charlotte North on the show?
Charlotte North back
Chester,
on the
your
show.
dreams are going to come true.
If it's not Haley Van Lith, it's Charlotte North.
I got you.
Two of his favorites.
Well, let's roll to Chestnut Hill, shall we?
He should do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's good to be Charlotte North. What's up? How you doing?
Hi, guys. How are you?
We're great. How's life?
We're not as good as you.
Not as good as you are. Holy smokes, man. Let's see. Grad student, national champion, national team, throwing out first pitch at big league games. I mean, what all we been doing here? We got a lot going on, Charlotte North.
You know, life's good up here in Chestnut Hill. I'm a grad student now, enjoying my 5th year, my last year with my teammates. It's been a great time so far.
But seriously, can it get any better? I mean, I know that's a kind of a goofy question, but it's really not. I mean, you checked every box and then some. You get all the accolades which comes with it, and now you get a chance to do it again. I mean, can it get any better?
No, I'm extremely lucky to have another year to play here at Boston College with my teammates and my coaches. We're 2 days away from game day. It feels like Christmas is coming. We're fired up.
All right, so a year ago, 102 goals. You win the national championship. Northwestern is the opener on Saturday. Nothing easy about that. You guys get right into the fire, so to speak. So take me through understanding what last year was and now what this year has to be. Because even though you had success last year, I'm sure you've thought a lot about the processing of 2 separate seasons now and trying to do it again, right?
Totally. I think we did a great job moving on this fall and acknowledging what it took last year to accomplish our goal, all the sacrifices and the hard work that we committed to last year that got us to where we wanted to be. And then, you know, it's a new group this fall. We worked really hard day in and day out to build chemistry from day one and get to where we are now, and hopefully just keep progressing as the season goes on and get better up until tournament time in May.
Charlotte, from a personal standpoint, after the year that you had, and again, the team stuff's awesome, but individually you were spectacular. When do you go back and say, okay, that's over? Now, what do I need to work on to improve? Because the greats always find things to work on, and people are like, we're sitting there talking about 102 goals from last year. Yeah, that was last year. So at what point in time did you say, okay, rear view mirror, now let's get going forward, and what do I need to work on?
Yeah, I definitely think summer going into this year, I talked with my coaches and wanting to get to know, you know, the incoming freshmen and transfers and all what this year was going to be about with the new team. You know, last year we were celebrated. Everyone was so generous to celebrate that team. But we really wanted to turn the page and focus on this coming year just to get better in any way we can. And individually, I wanted to really work on, you know, my weaknesses and be the best leader I could be when I step back on campus. So I've been really working hard on that. And, I mean, I've had the great 3 captains by my side, Holly Schleicher, Jen Medjid, and Melanie Welch. They've been incredible all year long. I mean, we help each other. We bounce ideas off of each other. And all our girls' goals are aligned. So we're working hard to get our team to where we need to be and holding ourselves accountable and to a standard we want to be at.
All right. The best are always the most critical. I don't care what you do for a living, student athlete, regular person. I mean, you always do inventory about, man, I didn't do this well. I didn't. So you just said weaknesses. What did you consider your weaknesses?
I definitely want to work on facilitating the offense a little bit more, work on game awareness, my IQ, my non-dominant hand, working more on the draw. But like I said, just really working on strengthening being a leader on the field and doing things that, you know, can help my teammates and myself put us in a position to win.
Okay, I want to pivot a little bit on this. When we talk about leadership and we talk about influences, oftentimes when we talk to student athletes and even coaches, it's people that aren't even connected to the sport. So when you talk about leadership, how do you go about that? Who do you talk to? Did you seek out somebody that was unique? How did that work for you?
My coaches are three of the best in the game, and they're incredible leaders, and they've really paved the way for us to see what that strong leadership is like. And they help us as captains, as seniors. They help us along the way. They mentor us. They challenge us, which is just what we need. And I'm so lucky to have them in our corner, to look up to them, and head into this season together.
Charlotte, did you guys discuss the hunter versus the hunted mentality? Because, you know, when you're the defending national champion, you're not really defending anything. You're trying to win another one. But it is going to be different, right? I mean, this league is awesome, right? We always talk about how great it is when we'll go through the rankings and how everybody in the ACC is seemingly in the top 10. But it is different when all of a sudden, hey, this is the team that won it all last year. And I know it's a new team, but you're going to face that every single time you go out to play.
Definitely. I mean, we're embracing that mentality. We are embracing the target on our back, but we totally understand that this is a completely new year, and we are very fortunate to play in the top competitive conference in lacrosse. And I think we're going to learn a lot about our team in the next few weeks. And again, like I said, we're lucky. Every weekend we get a chance to play the top players in the game, the top teams in the game, and I think, you know, we're ready to go.
Charlotte, I know you spend time with the national team. I know that's important to you. I think it, but you see a lot of ACC colleagues when you get on that team, don't you? I mean, good heavens. What's that like, though, when you guys get together? You come from different lines, obviously, in the conference, but yet you get together to train and obviously compete. But is there connections there that would be of interest to us? I mean, just because of how good this league is in women's lacrosse?
Definitely. There are so many talented players that I got to meet and play with for the first time. I was starstruck every time I stepped on that field with them. But it's just so much fun to see everyone come together wearing the red, white, and blue for something special is really, really moving. And to get to see the people I looked up to and get a chance to play alongside them on those weekends was life-changing. I learned more in 2 or 3 days than I ever thought I could while I was there from those players. But it was definitely great to get to play alongside my coach now, Sam Apuzzo, and Kayla Trainer, my previous coach, who I looked up to forever. But those are just two of the many that I was starstruck by and very grateful for the chance to play with them.
Have we worked on an off-season new celebration for every goal?
We'll see on Saturday.
I like that. A little tease, a little hook. That tells me we were in for a surprise.
All right, let's go back to this. We had a lot of name, image, and likeness opportunities. I mean, I think it's been interesting to watch in some of the non-dominant sports. I mean, I'll use Aaron Matson from field hockey at North Carolina as somebody who's taken advantage of the association within their sport. What's that been like for you? Because I know you've done a lot of things in the Northeast, but you've also done some stuff back home in Texas. I mean, this ability to capture. Obviously, there's some financials involved, but the ability to spread the word and brand yourself. What's that been like for you?
It's been awesome. We've been lucky here at BC to have a lot of help navigate that rule change. But I think the coolest part is to see athletes be able to give back and influence the next generation of players and be able to coach them on that individual level, whether it's a camp or a clinic in your name. I think it's so special, and I think it's a rule change that was a long time coming.
Is the camp and clinic concept the bigger marketplace in field hockey, in lacrosse, volleyball? Did we miss kind of that if we were too busy paying attention to the football, basketball, baseball stuff, that the field hockey, lacrosse, volleyball, soccer, I understand, has a huge camp and clinic market for student athletes? Is that where some of the success can be had with NIL, Charlotte?
Definitely. I think it's a huge piece in our sport. And I remember when I was that age, getting to go to camps and clinics and meeting my idols and getting to learn from them. And it was life-changing as well back then. So I think it's huge. There's a lot of skills to be learned, really cool places to travel if you're fortunate enough to get to go to those camps. But it's definitely a huge piece of our sport.
You mean we haven't opened up the Charlotte, North Texas brisket location there in Boston yet? I can't believe we didn't get that knocked out in the off season.
No restaurants, nothing like that yet, huh? We haven't
I
done
tell you
that.
what, this
No
must be
barbecue
some.
yet.
Charlotte North burnt ends.
I can't
Cobb
believe
Ave location.
What a missed opportunity that is. I tell you, you must be so busy. This must be some kind of celebration score that we're going to watch over the weekend because I can't. That would have been the first thing I would have been working on. Hey, Boston, you don't know brisket. I know brisket.
Yeah, there we
I
go.
thought for sure we'd
Hey,
get that done.
all right, grad school. We're taking the requisite 9 in grad school. How's that? Boston College is no joke now, Charlotte. I mean, grad school at BC is not grad school at, what's the matter you.
Definitely. It's challenging. I'm in the sports administration program here, getting my master's degree. It's been interesting. All my classes are very relevant and very interesting. So I'm fortunate to be in that program, but it's definitely fun.
Well, we're proud of you. We've had a chance to know you through this show, and I think a lot of folks who watch ACC Network that didn't know anything about lacrosse when this network got started. The league's incredible, and you are a star. I mean, you are a freaking superstar. So I love how grounded you are. You're fun to talk to. The fact that life is as good as it gets as far as your education, which is you're at a great school and going to grad school, and you're able to perform on the field with all your buds. I mean, it just doesn't get any better than that. It's kind of cool to live vicariously through what you're doing right now at BC. Really cool.
Well, thank you so much. I'm grateful to be here and have a 5th year at the best place on earth.
Yeah. Well, good luck on Saturday against Northwestern. Great to see you. We look forward to following the campaign.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
You bet.